Here we have a new 2026 Buick Envision. This one comes in the preferred trim level with all-wheel drive. Summit white is the paint, and then we have the ebony leatherette interior. Powertrain consists of a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that's made it to a 9-speed automatic transmission. As we come around to the front end here, we get our LED headlamps along with our LED daytime running lights and a very nice front fascia here. And I've said this ever since they got their redesign, the Envision is just a sharp looking vehicle. From the new interior, front fascia, back end, everything. Down to these wheels, these are gonna be 18-inch aluminum. We get passive keyless entry on all 4 doors. So the door panel here, power door lock controls, memory seat function. We get express down on the back windows, 1-touch up and down on the front. Rear window lock is there, power mirror controls, and then blind spot monitors in the side mirrors. We have a power lift gate. We can control that and set it, push the button to open or shut it. You also have a hands-free option. I'll show you how that works after a while. Bose sound system, electronic parking brake, go through your drive modes here, auto stop toggle, and then the lane keeping system. You can toggle both of these. And then your hood release. You get a manual tilt telescoping steering wheel. And there's our power driver's seat. We get 4-way power lumbar support here, so very nice. But I want to give a huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee for allowing me to review this vehicle today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. I just wanted to show the options, pricing, fuel economy, and then the safety ratings. But I have the seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs. So we're gonna take a look at the space that I'd have sitting behind myself. So there's a space there. Seat back pockets are on both sides. Let me see if I can recline this seat. That might help me. No, that's as far back as it goes. But rear AC vents are here. You get a USB-C and a USB-A charge port down there. And there's a look at the back seat, or the front from back here, excuse me. There's a sunshade for the roof. Middle seat folds down, bottle holders. Almost forgot. Grab handle, and then you have the lights there as well. Now to the child locks, you can lock, unlock there. And then as we come around to the back, full LED tail lamps, and you get a dual exhaust here. Now, what's cool is it's underneath here, and the big reason for that is you have sensors right here, so you can actually, when you have the key fob on you, and this is what I was talking about, the hands-free lift gate, you can come up behind it here, put your foot right there, and then the lift gate will pop up. You can do the same thing to open or shut it. But cargo space back here is pretty good, in my opinion. You do get a 12-volt right here. Speakers in the back, which is nice. Top tethers for the car seats are integrated on the back of the seats themselves. And then you do have an actual spare tire here, which is always nice. And then you can even put an inflator kit there if you wanted to as well. So it's nice to have that flexibility. Now over here, fuel filler. The 2-liter will take regular just fine. And then to this rear passenger side, your lower anchors are right behind these covers. And then if you need to fold the seat down, you just press this in. That'll fold flat to run longer objects. Now to the front passenger seat, manual 6-way. So you can adjust the height of the seat here, adjust the seat back there, and the seat bottom, you can pull this and then adjust forward or back. Get a nice little storage area underneath here if you want to put a small bag, your phone or something. Glove compartment. As we come back around to the front end, just a quick look in the engine bay. And there's that 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. Now before we hop in, I'm just gonna show off the blinkers. Let's go ahead and hop in. So leather wrap steering wheel here. That's heated, you can see that toggle there. But really like the newer logo look there. It just looks really clean in here. But over here to the display, this is the 30-inch continuous display between the gauge cluster and the screen here. So for audio, we do get AM, FM, XM along with Bluetooth, USB, Google News, and then the vehicle status, we can pull that up here. You can use the animation to see certain things, or you can go within the sub-menus themselves to see all of that. Camera angles, there are several. You have a backup camera, front camera, and then different views for those. Google Assistant, ambient lighting, you can adjust that. And then you get dual zone automatic climate control, so you can use the screen here to adjust the temperature for either side. It's usually single zone in the preferred, but the dual zone is optional with this comfort and convenience package. But you also have switches down below to adjust fan speed, turn the system on or off, set the auto, and then temperature for either side there, so that's nice. And then you also have this, which you can always hit at the bottom and pull up the adjustments that way if you're in a different screen. Google Maps, you can pull that up here. Your controls in here, camera, traction control, the automatic high beams, the park assist, the hill descent control. And then you can go in here, and this is where you can get your headlamps, or you have a shortcut down here at all times the screen's on, and you can do it that way. Now for your settings, go in here. Vehicle settings include teen driver, rear seat reminder, buckle to drive. If you go to your comfort and convenience and you have this optional hands-free storage access, this is where you can turn that off if you don't want it to open or shut with your foot, or you can have it just open, or it can open and close. So, and then scroll down to your system settings. You can adjust your language there, units of measurement there. The other thing that's pretty cool is you can actually move these apps around. All you have to do is hold down, it'll illuminate, and you can move them that way if you want to do that. Hazards are there. Down here you have a 12 volt behind that cover, a USB-C and a USB-A input, and then a wireless charging pad there. You can stow all that away if you want to. And then over here, volume knob, click there to mute. And then bottle holders are there, little storage spot. Really, I like to just put the key there. And then your center console cubby space right here in the middle. Now while the sunshade goes back, I'll show you all these controls. You have the garage door transmitter here. You can slide, tilt, or use the sunshade there. And then you can use these lights here, OnStar right in there. But a huge glass roof here. So this is a one-touch slide. And it goes that far back with one touch, it's crazy. And then he even goes back more with a second touch. That's a huge opening. There's a look at the back seat from up here. And then we have the vanity mirror here. Now up front, if you come over here, I'll show you the heads-up display first because it's kind of in the way. If you see the heads-up display there, you can adjust the brightness, height, or the rotation there, and you can actually hit this power button here and turn the heads-up display on or off if you don't want it there. I know it can be distracting to a lot of people in this segment, so I'm glad they made that easy to do, but still give you the option to have it. This left side stalk here, the wipers, blinkers, high beams there, and then go through the intermittent wipers, rear wipers, Fluid for the rear, fluid for the front right there. Now for the shifter, hit the brake, pull for neutral, pulling up for reverse, pulling down for drive. While in drive, you actually get a true manual mode. So you hit this M here, and then that'll activate the manual mode. And you can see what gear you're in that bottom right-hand corner of the gauge cluster there. And then you just press that in for park. Behind the steering wheel on the left side, we can go through track list, radio station favorites. Behind the steering wheel on the right side, volume up, volume down. And then over here to the left side of the steering wheel in the front, voice recognition can be activated here. And then we have our cruise control, turn that on or off. When it's on, you can hold this cancel button to go between regular and adaptive there. And then you just set your speed. And the gap adjust for the forward collision alert and the adaptive cruise is that button there. Now to this side, we can go through our radio station favorites again right here. And then we have a Bluetooth button, mute button. This is a check button when applicable. So when I pull that menu up, I can hit that to get through. And then your audio sources, again, same functionality there. This changes your gauge faces. So you have about 3 or 4 options for that. Push button starts there. Finally, here is our key fob with remote start. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2026 Buick Envision Preferred with all-wheel drive out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Envision Preferred all-wheel drive here, I'm just gonna put into the all-wheel drive mode because this is where this is really different compared to other Envisions. So I'm gonna leave it here for the majority of the test drive just to kind of test out the system. But a lot of pep in its step, having a 2-liter turbo 4 and a 9-speed automatic. Really like just how it drives in general. Here we go. So it wasn't flooring it by any means, just gave it a little something. And that's just how you would typically merge with a vehicle like this. You could floor it and get a bit more out of it, but it has 7 miles on it, so I didn't want to thrash it. But I want to give one more big thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee for allowing me to review this Envision today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. But I mean, the sound acoustics in here are very good. Road noise is minimal. The wind is blowing hard. So the fact that I'm able to hear that and still have kind of a deadened echo chamber here without the echo is very impressive. It's very easy to talk in here, very easy to hear. I'm not having to yell at everybody while I'm driving. Now, in terms of what you get for the money here, I think it's a pretty solid deal. Buicks, specifically the Envisions, have really held their own, I think, since they got their redesign, just in terms of what you get in the package here. I mean, you have adaptive cruise control, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, this optional comfort and convenience package, and then the sunroof. I'm very, very impressed with just how nice this thing is. And you're under $50,000, which is phenomenal. But also you get a really, really good looking interior. The exterior looks great as well, even with the Summit White. Really pretty color. I probably wouldn't do this one particularly. I like the whatever that kind of purplish gray color is. I really like that. But everything looks good on these because the styling is so sleek yet futuristic, if that makes sense. It kind of reminds you of the older Buicks like the LaCrosse, the LeSabre, whatever, but also you have a more futuristic feel to it, like some of the Buick concept cars that have come out over the years. But the standard features here are really great. I mean, you get the heads-up display, standard. This 30-inch screen is standard. And you just, again, you get a really just capable vehicle. And especially for this to have, I wasn't talking to you, but especially for this to have all-wheel drive for this money, I just think it's a good deal, period. But you get a luxurious drive here, luxurious feel without all the flashiness. And that's what a lot of Buick people want. They want something that's very nice, but they don't necessarily want to pay for a bunch of stuff just to be flashy. They don't need an Escalade. They're not necessarily looking at a Cadillac, but they want their lumbar support. They want their heated seats, heated steering wheel, and all the tech that you could want on one of these. So it knocks it out of the park from that sense. All that being said, this brings me to the end of my review of this 2026 Buick Envision Preferred with all-wheel drive.